there, and welcome back to another FPV guide video. This is George Castillo.
Castillo. Yeah, I stopped drinking before I get coming to work.
George Castillo, and
Hey.
I'm Bo Lorenzen, the FPV guy. And today we're going to be looking at chargers.
Yes, we're in LiPo chargers. We all have these.
That's a B6.
Yes, the B6, as you can tell, or people like to call it the 4-button. I mean, you can get these pretty cheap. I mean,
And these things probably starts at like $20 on eBay.
really? I got ripped off. I paid like $60 on Amazon.
You can pay as much as you want. They come in a lot of versions. Here's a TACAR, TCAR thing. And this actually, I like this because it plugs directly into your household current at home, and it charges with a couple of amps, probably 2-3 amps the most. Same thing with this one. This is a quite standard charger. Now, we just got a care package from HYPERION, HYPERION-world.com. And let's see this box we got here.
And so we got a lot of goodies on this. We got a that one.
Well, real quickly, you guys have seen the mini multi-rotors people are flying, like they're taking a super little one and they're putting a battery on top, or sorry, a camera on top. Here is one. We got a couple of these and it works really well. So this is like a teeny little camera right here, and it's a 5.8, it's $54 from HYPERION, HYPERIONworld.com. I'm going to put this back in. So HYPERION, thank you for these. These are great little flying cameras.
And this is a 4-6 charger. I'm not sure what's that. Let's open it up. It's brown green. This is a plastic thing. Well, I'm gonna make a mess out here.
You know, you could take this off in like one piece.
Oh, you didn't want me? Oh, okay. This is a 3S. It's a brand new battery. You can tell it's not bloated. You know, like,
Unlike most of my batteries.
oh, mine are too, man. I leave it charged sometimes for like weeks.
And leaving a battery charged is not a good idea. So you want to charge it, and if you don't fly it right away, put it back on the charger and hit the recharge or discharge option.
But there's also those smart batteries where you can just leave it for weeks.
Those I hold, well, they don't leave them because what they do is they discharge themselves.
So you don't have to worry about it. So you can actually charge it and just leave it.
Yes, you can do that with some, but you can't do that with like this one here. This is a completely manual battery.
Manual, like it doesn't discharge.
There is no computer chips in this battery.
So that's why it's fluffy. How long have we had this?
For a while.
Look at it. It's all worn. Like leave it out in the sun. You just charge it and just say, you know what? I'm not gonna fly it this week. Maybe next year.
It's possible I forgot it.
You forgot it. Okay.
It's possible. So
take this to the TSA. See what they say.
I don't even want to think about that. So let's look at the last box we got over here.
Well, we have a small one. I'm not sure what this is. It is a.
That is a Fat Shark goggle battery, or a goggle battery thing clone that fits straight on your Fat Shark goggles. And again, it's from HYPERION, which I've been going through some of these because now and then I forget that I have a charged Fat Shark battery, and eventually they get very short runtime. So inexpensive goggle batteries are brilliant for me. And now let's get this up here so we can see it.
The HYPERION EOS 0840i 1000 charger. That's a lot. That's a big name for a charger. Can they just put like just EOS charger?
Call it the EOS charger?
Yeah, not the. But then EOS is like people would think, oh, is this a Canon?
I like that it says 840i. I thought it was like 1080p.
So, but it's not.
It's not. It's a charger. Now, what it does and what's unique about it is actually a couple of things. The most unique thing is this is a 1000-watt charger. You can put a ton of power on a battery really quickly.
So it's like so the power is like a microwave.
Yeah, it's basically a 40 amp charging unit.
What would you charge for 40 amps?
A big battery, a very big battery.
But not bigger than this.
Probably bigger than that.
How are you gonna fly? UAV from the military?
I have no idea, but here is the charger. So let's see what we get in it. In the box is the manual.
Yeah, well, we don't read that. But I think you're gonna need to read this because this is not your standard charger.
All right, so in the unit, let's grab the first thing, and that's one of the really cool, the other feature is this thing comes with a Wi-Fi hotspot. And you were mentioning using the Wi-Fi hotspot, you could pin that up on the wall so you can safely charge batteries outside while you can keep an eye on the charging process from your phone inside.
Oh yes, you can get maybe a 6-foot cable, hang up to the wall, and you'd be in your room playing, watching a movie, watching a little...
Whatever you play with, I don't want to know.
Yeah. So in theory, you could actually, it would be a little bit complex. You could actually connect to the computer, and then you could actually go grocery shopping, and you can see how it's charging.
From where I'm sitting, having a monster-sized battery charging while you're going grocery shopping is not smart.
Really? I think
that's just my opinion. But
I think it would be perfect. I mean, think about it. You connect it, leave it. And now it's funny is that I wish you would connect several of these, and if it would turn on, but that's a different story.
Guys, do not ever try to charge a battery unsupervised. I do think being able to charge in a steel bucket outside and follow the process from your iPhone inside seems safe to me.
Well, why not a fire pit?
A fire pit would do too.
Yeah,
anything that doesn't burn.
And if it burns, you can just cook right away.
Let's get to the goodies here. So pulling this thing out, here is on the back side, you've got 2 monster fans, and it actually sounds really cool when they spool up and they go. On the front, we have the usual 4-charger system right here. And of course, that reminds us of the X6, which is the very standard, or the BX6 iMax chargers. It's very standard, right off the shelf charger style that almost everybody that flies RC has. This is just a little bit bigger and better because this is like a couple of amps and this one is a lot more amps.
It is heavy.
It is crazy heavy.
It's maybe a couple of 2 or 3 pounds. So it's not, the quality is very good. It's built to last.
And I like how it's built because Hyperion to me has been around forever.
Really?
Forever. But they were producing, if you go 4 or 5 years back, they were producing, and Hyperion, please cover your ears, they were producing a lot of crap. Now all of a sudden they're putting out a whole bunch of things that I'm actually wanting to use. So they're coming out with a new line of much more interesting products. And you really owe it to yourself to check them out, and don't use my judgment. Just see if there's some of the cool stuff on their site that actually work for what you fly.
Now, I'm gonna tell everybody that's new to lipos like me, because I don't know anything. Okay, I know something, but you going from this to this is gonna scare you. It scared me when I turned it on. I mean, you have 40 amps, 1,000 watt. You have this little thingy, which is, it's
not 1,000 watts.
Yeah, it's just light.
This thing basically melts down if you pull 1,000 watts.
This will burn your house down.
And that's something to be worth keeping in mind when you use it. I don't think you should be scared of it, but I have seen your charging setup. So let's grab the rest out of here before we forget. So it comes with a multiple adapter. This is pretty much starting up with all big charger systems. You get all the plugs here. And I was gonna say, you can plug into anything, but it turns out the white one, the EH and the XH are different type plugs. I'm glad George pointed that out because I couldn't make them fit, and that's just because I was plugging in the wrong part. So let's get this put together. And in here, in the other bag, we get a XT60.
Now, have you noticed on this one, they have little
the red things. I don't know if you guys can see that, but in here, there's actually little red plugs. These are plastic plugs that will avoid any kind of connection from sparking. So it's not till you push it in further that this will actually connect power-wise. So these are safety connectors.
So safety is a good thing. You'll see later on why.
All right, so I'll give you that.
Okay.
The last thing that's in here is a couple of ferrite rings. Ferrite rings is to avoid noise running up and down your electric cable. So you're supposed to take your electric cable and loop it a couple of times around this, and then it's connected, and that stops electric radio, like static electricity, up and down your cable to avoid blowing your power boards.
But why would it blow if it just...
I have never honestly understood that.
Because I saw these, I thought, okay, someone just left it from the factory. But so you're saying this would help you
This helps you to have a noise-free environment in your electronics.
But you're just putting power. Why would you? It's not an RC.
To be perfectly honest, I've never used them.
Okay. Well.
But if you were running a amplifier board for your high fidelity music,
yeah. Oh yeah, that yeah.
You definitely need these.
You would hear that from music. You know, you hear that little like
Yes.
you when you hear cassettes, you're like.
But I don't think my batteries really care if it's quiet power they get charged with.
You're not flying with them. Well, I mean,
The way we like to crash stuff, I don't think the noise is the biggest concern for the batteries. So we are moving on from that. Let's get this thing turned on.
all right. So, how are we gonna charge it? How are we gonna turn it on?
I think we're gonna put it right here.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna put this
Plug it
in. Okay. Now where's our?
Well, and we want people to be able to see, so we're gonna turn it so they can see, right?
So how are we gonna plug this?
Well, you brought your charge. You had a power supply at home.
Yes. Now, fair warning, this is not recommended doing at home. Which
You brought this from Tijuana again?
yeah. Actually, I brought it from the thrift store. I was there to, hey, we're on a low budget. We're on a budget. All right, let me get it.
I gotta say, I'm actually kind of offended that Hyperion did not send us the appropriate charger for this, but I suppose that it probably would be a 20-pound charging unit.
Yeah. Well, let's put this away.
Why don't you hold this up so we can see what you brought?
I bought a computer power supply.
And here's all the cables. But you did identify 2 cables that's gonna give us power.
Yes, I ripped off from all you computer geeks know that this is a SATA cable. This is a 5 volts, the red one, and the black one is the ground, and the yellow one is a 12 volts.
So how many amps does that give?
Supposedly this one gives us 8 amps the most overall.
So let's not exceed 8 amps overall, so let's stick to 2 amps or something?
Yes.
Now,
let's get this clear.
Everybody please avert your eyes while we connect this.
Well, let's see what.
But I gotta tell you, this is probably the sexiest charger I've ever seen.
Well, see, this is like going to a club.
I want to sit in my den at home and I just kind of touch it.
No, see, this is like going to a club. This is the hot friend, and this is the not so hot friend. This costs about $10. Now you can buy a 1,000 watt amp for like $70, which technically is cheaper than buying a other name brand RC.
I think on the blog post we should put a link to an appropriate charger. And so George has hooked this up using a little bit of TJ-neering, and with that skill we are now ready to turn on with the green button. George, will you do the honors?
Yes. Should we have like a fire suit?
You turn it on, please.
Oh, there it goes.
I love when that happens.
Well, we'll put this here.
Actually, why don't you put it down here?
No, let people see
No, because we gotta put stuff up so we can charge it.
Okay.
Nobody want to see this.
Oh, you want to hide the TJ stuff, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
Preferably.
All right.
So the next thing we're gonna do, why don't you let's hook this up to a battery.
Hyperion battery.
The Hyperion battery.
Fresh battery.
That's actually a pretty cool battery. First I was like, okay, so it's a 3S,
but it's actually
1800 milliamp, but it is 40/80 Cs, meaning you can have a constant draw of 40 C and you can peak at 80. I'm never really quite trusting the 80 C on any brand of battery, but I've flown with a couple of these and they rip pretty good, so I'm actually liking these. That's just me.
Okay, so they have the XT60 that comes with the kit.
All right, so plug that in.
All right.
I really want to see when you get this up on your phone.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna plug that in here.
Right there.
That's the board, so it basically allows you to go anywhere from 2S to an 8S battery.
Yes.
And we're using the top one saying 3S right up here. You can see it says 3S, it's probably upside down, but it does say 3S, and I'm gonna plug that in right there. So now the battery and that is plugged in, and on the other side,
we need the Wi-Fi module. Here's
that comes over here. So here's our cable. It's actually a micro USB in both ends, so you're gonna have to eBay that. And you said you were gonna find for the blog post a link for
on
appropriate extension cable.
All right.
So there is our Wi-Fi hotspot.
It takes about a couple of seconds. Yeah.
in place on top right here. For right now, there, it's taped down.
So on my phone, we're gonna go turn on the Wi-Fi, go to settings, connect, and there's the EOS.
Ah, nice. So that's the Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yes. Oh, sorry, connected. No.
Was there a special password for that?
Yes, one on the little paper says 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but I'm trying to be special. There it goes. I already downloaded this from Hyperion World where they told me to go. That's what it says right now. If you look at it, it says type. So we're gonna go with LiPo. There's LiPo, Li-Fi, Hy-V. Sorry.
So there's NICAS. There's pretty much
everything.
PB, so that's a lead acid battery. So this can basically be set up to charge anything, including my electric BMW.
Really?
Probably.
All right. Okay, now here's type: charge, discharge, storage, fast charge, balance charge, port charge, and port storage. I've never seen port charge.
I'm guessing port charge is using the balance port. So meaning you could charge a battery that doesn't actually have the XT60 plug. So let's go up to charge, regular charge maybe.
Okay, charge.
Or do you want to do a balance charge?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have everything connected. That's what I think everyone does.
If you have the time, balance charge takes a little longer than a regular charge because as you go, the charger is going to make sure that all the cells are balanced.
But wouldn't you always want that?
Yes, but sometimes I just want to fly and I figure I can balance later. So we have the charger, we've chosen the type and we have chosen our balance. Now you need to choose the cells and the current you're going to charge with, and it's only a 3S battery.
Yeah, so you go to the cells right here and it tells you right here, it says the current, charge, discharge, voltage cutoff, discharge, and the cells. So we already know, so
we need to change this to 3S.
Okay, it's right here, see, right there. Go negative, 3S.
There you go. And we want to go with like 2 amps charging.
Right there, 2 amps right there.
Sounds good to me.
So we go back out and we should be ready.
All right, let's start a charge.
Oh, okay, that didn't blow up on our face.
It started?
Yeah, see right here, the little, it says the current voltage, the current amp. It says, and there goes the amp. The amps always takes a little bit long to start up, I'm guessing.
So this is basically charging now, and we started the charge from the phone. Now, we could basically put this in a steel bucket outside, and as long as you have clear visibility of the Wi-Fi hotspot, you can see that from the inside. At home I have a steel ammo box I like to put the charging battery in, and I do leave it outside, so this keeps me from having to run out and see if it's done yet. So guys, to wrap this up, I'm actually liking this little charger. Isn't the fan supposed to be going?
No, I think it's because it's charging at 2 amps, it's not heating up.
This is a 1,000 watt charger, and basically us charging a little 3S battery,
it's an overkill.
Doesn't even phase it. But if you're working with bigger batteries,
like this monster,
yeah, like monster sized batteries, then this is a charger you probably might be interested in. Did you Google what this thing cost us?
I think 169.
So 170, and does that include the Wi-Fi?
Oh no, that you have to buy for $25. I think they don't give this because there's value. Some people are not going to want, they're going to want the old stuff.
The truth of the matter is you can run this charger completely like a normal charger that you're used to. It's just some serious horsepower.
Yes.
And very, very nicely built serious horsepower.
You can actually drop this and it won't break.
Which, let's not drop anything that operates with that much power. But for some people, this would be a meaningful upgrade, the Wi-Fi hotspot, I would say.
Yeah, it's just good. I would do it when I'm going out shopping.
You and your remote charging.
Why?
Do not do what he says, do as I say. It's simple.
Don't listen to him. I know all you guys like to leave your batteries charged up and leave them out for weeks. Don't worry. It's a secret with me.
So there you have it, guys. This is pretty much what you need to know about the new Hyperion charger. We are pretty impressed with it. It's well built It's been working good for the last couple of weeks. There's really nothing we don't like about it, maybe except for the price. But for a 1,000-watt charger, which I guess we haven't really found a time where we needed that much power.
No, I don't think I ever. I mean, I'm gonna be stuck with these little batteries for a while.
So other than the fact we don't have anything that truly justifies this size charger, we like it.
Yes, I like it. I wish they gave us a power supply. We don't have to ghetto rig it like TJ style, but hey.
It's not ghetto.
It's TJ style.
It's TJ nearing.
TJ nearing, that's a good. We should.
It's an engineering term.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So there you have it, guys. Make sure you subscribe for more videos and stay tuned. And also check us out on the blog at fpvguide.com.
We gotta change that name.
I'm really happy how fast, and I love the little fan action going here, especially because it's hot in California. It's interesting, I think, as hot as more.
Actually, it's not turned on.
What the fuck?
It's not turned on.
That's because the charging power
is too low. What would Jim say? Buy this now, motherfuckers. Buy this now, Aces.
So if we were an other reviewer, we would say, buy this now, motherfuckers. Don't think about it, just do it, and don't forget your flappy ass girlfriend.
And $200.
Why don't they make a deal like buy this and get a free Wi-Fi hotspot?
Just like the